Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to our second HR workshop, what is concentrated on our classified team and our classified positions this evening. We appreciate everyone for coming out to see what our classified team has to offer as far as positions. My name is Dr. Sylvia Greenwood. I'm the Interim Associate Superintendent for HR. I would like to really recognize all of the hard work and collaboration that all of our departments have done this evening to put this presentation together. At this time, I'd like to recognize two of our trustees that are on this evening, Trustee Reckler and Trustee Smith-Foles. We appreciate you coming out and supporting this event. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Janet Scott, who is our Director of Classified Employees. Dr. Scott, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Greenwood. Good evening, everyone. As my colleague mentioned, I'm Dr. Janet Scott, Director of Classified Personnel. So I'd like to begin by just reviewing a little bit of our agenda for this evening. So we'll begin with the welcome as we just done. We'll talk a little bit about exactly what a classified job is in the district. We'll review some of our current listings. We'll have some job highlights from our different departments, from paraprofessionals to custodians, food service workers, clerical, and student support. We'll also have some information around what to do if you're interested in subbing. Maybe you're not interested or have the time available for a full-time position, but we also have subs in each of those areas. We'll talk a little bit about training and onboarding and what that looks like. We'll walk you through the application process on EdJoin, and we'll end with questions and some reminders of upcoming events and have an opportunity to do some optional networking. So let's begin by talking about what a classified job is. Typically, for school districts and in county offices of education, classified staff are the employees who work in positions that do not require a teaching credential. In West Contra Costa, classified staffs will include paraprofessionals, typically instructional aides, those individuals that provide support in the classrooms. And we have those positions available in different classifications from early childhood to special education. We also have, you will find in classified staff, office and clerical positions, maintenance, custodial facilities, food services, business and technology, and of course, human resources. In addition, in these job classes, there are multiple levels of employment available. So not only is it support staff, but we also have positions that are supervisory, managers, all the way up to senior administrators. In short, classified employees provide essential non-teaching support to students, teachers, and staff district-wide at our schools and in central office. So with covering that, I'd like to transition to one of our departments to speak a little bit about what it looks like as a paraprofessional. And I'm going to introduce our Interim Director of Elementary Special Education, Perlita Vickroy.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. And thank you all again for joining us tonight. We are in great need of paraprofessionals to support our students throughout the day. All of our para support students academically in the classroom or in small groups. However, we have three categories that break down the responsibilities a little bit more. Para ones typically support our resource specialist program. Students in these programs spend most of their day in the general education classes, but are pulled out for academic support. At times, para ones push into the general education class to support students there. Para twos are typically found in our self-contained classrooms, offering not only academic support, but are allowed to assist students with toileting and personal hygiene. Additionally, they can support with transitions to recess or lunch, mainstreaming, and assist with organization. Para threes can work with students in general education and in our special education self-contained classrooms. In addition to focusing on the responsibilities as stated above, para threes would support the special education teacher in classroom, assist students with medical procedures or behavioral supports. I would like to pass it on to Guthrie Fleischman, who is the Director of Special Ed for Secondary.
Thank you so much, Perlita, and welcome everybody. Really excited to talk about the paraprofessional position, and like Perlita said, we do have significant need in this area. So just a little bit to talk about a day in the life. Typically, our paraprofessionals start 15 minutes before the students arrive to school. That's going to vary from school to school and from grade span to grade span, what time that is. But you'll typically come check in with the teacher first. Then many of our students have transportation provided, many of our students in special education. And so the educators in the room, paraprofessionals and teacher will go collect the students from the bus. Oftentimes we're feeding students breakfast in the morning and going through our daily morning routine, which may include reviewing days of the week, the date, some basic math and reading skills. And throughout the day, in all three of those classifications, Para 1, Para 2, and Para 3, there's going to be supporting students in academic work and attending to a variety of student needs. As Perlita mentioned, there are some students who need support with toileting, personal hygiene, medical procedures, etc. And so that depending on the classification and the room and the students you're working with are different things that you may be doing throughout the course of the day. And then lastly, many of our students in all classifications do have mainstream opportunities in general education classrooms, the amount of which may vary again from program to program. But when students are out out of their self-contained class and in the general ed classroom, oftentimes the paraprofessional will go and support them in that setting. So that's just a brief overview of what a day in the life might be. Fortunately, one of our fantastic paraprofessionals, Mr. Charles Hawkins, is here. He's going to talk a little bit about just his experience and what he can tell you about working in this district as a paraprofessional. So, Mr. Hawkins, if you could come off mute and tell your story, sir. You're still on mute.
There we go. I'm sorry, guys. My name is Charles Hawkins. I'm a little dinosaur when it comes to technology, so please forgive me. Can you guys hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Okay, my name is Charles Hawkins. Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Guthrie. I've been a para for a few years now, and I have to be honest with you guys. I took on this job thinking that I was going to bring value to these kids. Get in the classroom, and these kids bring value to me. You know, every day is not a perfect day, but these kids give me perspective every single day. You know, I get the joy is when you hear a parent say, hey, Charles, do you know how I describe you to people outside of that don't know you? I describe you as like a second dad or something, because I do give a lot of love to these children, and it's fun. You know, I get there in the morning time. We have breakfast, go outside, we have routine, we'll go exercise. But I'm a big kid. We get to play, we get to learn. Like I said, these kids teach me so much. And again, I started this job thinking I was bringing value to the kids, to the teacher, to the classroom. But every single day, even on the worst days, I still leave out of the classroom with a lesson. And so far it's been really fun. It's been invigorating. It's been tough. It's been arduous as well. But when you have a good team, I work with a teacher named TJ. The classroom has a great structure, and I've had the opportunity to work with all levels. I worked with elementary, I worked with middle school, and I also worked with high school. And every single level for me has been rewarding. You know, I've met kids that had anger issues, and some would say like would count them out. But as soon as I got in there, I gained their respect, I gained their trust. You know, I played with them, built a rapport with them, and you can see their behaviors changing over time. And this is with every grade, elementary, middle school, and high school. And so far it's been really good. It's been really good. It's been a learning lesson for me. I really don't know what to say because I get to play basketball with these kids. I get paid to be a kid at school, you know. So, you know, plus we do teach them. We teach them over and over and over, like same thing over and over, just repetitive. But yeah, I feel like a big kid. I can't even tell the age difference sometimes, you know. And hopefully that don't get me in trouble. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good journey so far. It's been a privilege.
It's definitely not going to get you in trouble, Mr. Hawkins. We appreciate everything you do. It's a joy to watch you when I've been out there and watch you with the kids. So, and I'll be around at the end of the Miss Vic Roy and Mr. Hawkins are going to stick around for the end for the networking if folks want to check in further about the paraprofessional position. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Hawkins, for showing up tonight and for talking about your story. I want to pass it off to another essential part of our team, the custodial department, to talk about the work that they do. Thank you so much.
I apologize for almost.
Hello, my name is Stephen Parks. I am the Assistant Custodial Supervisor at Operations. Our main goal is to provide a clean, safe, and COVID-free environment for our students, staff, and all members of the West Contra Costa Unified School District. Our day starts off with the morning team leaders by opening all the West Contra Costa schools and facilities with the goals of making sure they are safe to enter and clean so that our students are not distracted from instructional learning. The custodial evening crews will provide the same level of expectation as the morning team, placing high priority on disinfecting the classrooms, restrooms, office areas, and all common areas in our facilities. Also, the evening team take on the responsibilities of securing and locking up all our facilities before they set the alarm at the end of their shift. The custodial department is seeking applicants to apply for substitute or permanent positions online at www.edjoin.org with little to no experience. The website once again is www.edjoin.org. West Contra Costa offers fair and equitable opportunities for anyone motivated to start a career in the custodial services. Upon completing the hiring process, you would be required to complete a 5-day mandatory training at various locations with the mobile team throughout the district. The training will consist of learning how to operate different cleaning equipment and teaching you how to use the proper use of cleaning chemicals. Most of all, training each of you on the standard COVID-19 cleaning protocol per state and county guidelines. If you are interested in joining our team, please don't hesitate to apply. Thank you for listening to this presentation. Take care and have a great day.
So thank you to the custodial department. Mr. Steve Parks is on the line online today, and probably will be available if you're interested in any questions at the end. I would like to transition to our next department by introducing the director, Barbara Jellison, who will speak a little bit about food services.
Thank you very much, Dr. Scott. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you're looking for a food service career or continue the one you have, or maybe you've never even thought about it, I want to personally invite you to join our amazing West Contra Costa Unified School District Food Services team with ongoing job opportunities. We are the largest catering operation in the area. We offer breakfast, lunch, snacks, and suppers to all students at no charge at all 54 of our schools. We prepare and serve 30,000 meals a day to students and need your help. No weekends or nights, work when your children are in school. Incredible for food services, right? Unheard of for most of the food service industry. Join us as a sub and explore the different sites and positions we offer. Become permanent when a vacancy opens up and the possibilities are limitless. In the next video, you will meet a few of my key staff members, describe their position and duties. All of them started as substitutes and have grown their careers with us. We need you. Please fill out an application and join us in feeding the next generation.
Hello, my name is Randall Lane. I am the district chef for West Contra Costa County Unified Food Services. I am leading the charge here for cooking from scratch and getting better food out to all the sites. Please come down to the central kitchen and apply so you can come and help us with our efforts to give our students better food. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Veronica Schollard. I am the food production supervisor here at Central Kitchen. I supervise the whole production area, about 50 employees. So in the morning when I come in, I check in with the lead workers, make sure production is going well, make sure all the food is ready for the drivers to take out to all our 56 schools. And then I come back in the office and I print tickets for the next day so we can get the food ready and out. And been here for 22 years and I love it here, and welcome, come on down here and apply.
I'm Floyd Bryan. I work at Nystrom. We have a plated up school. I work with Norma and Alma, two of my friends, and we work hard every day just to make sure the kids have something nutritious and feeding them every day. And once again, like I said, we have a plated up school, and that's about it.
Hi, my name is Janae Marin. I am a school lunch worker 1. I work in the central kitchen. Right now I'm subbing as a cook manager. I work at Pinole Valley High. I have a crew of 6 employees, and I help prepare the food, do lunches. I do the production logs. I clean up, get ready for the next day, and that's about it.
Hi, my name is Antonio Tirado. I'm a warehouse supervisor. I'm in charge of 8 drivers here. We usually come at 5 o'clock in the morning to make sure we deliver the food to the schools on time. We have 7 drivers in the morning and we have 1 driver in the afternoon.
Hola, mi nombre es María Flores y yo empecé en el departamento de alimentos en el 2001. Empecé de sustituta en la escuela de ANSA, la high school. Ahora lo que hago es soy asistente, de asistente de supervisión, de supervisor. Y lo que hago en las mañanas cuando llego a mi trabajo es asegurarme que estén los productos como los vegetales y las frutas, la leche, que es tanto para el desayuno como la comida, el lunch y también el supper en las tardes. Entonces me aseguro de que todos los productos estén aquí para poder trabajar y tener todos los menús completos. Los invito a que sean partes de este departamento de Food Service, que es un gran honor y privilegio servir a los niños, que es nuestro fin, que tengan alimentos sanos, que los niños puedan desayunar para aprender más en las escuelas. Están invitados a ser parte de este equipo maravilloso de Food Service.
Mi nombre es Imelda Rosillo. Tengo 1 año y medio trabajando en Food Service West Contra Costa. Tengo 1 año y medio como sustituta. En un futuro quiero aplicar para ser permanente. Yo trabajo en diferentes escuelas donde necesitan preparando la comida para nuestros niños. Los invito a todos ustedes para que formen parte de nuestra comunidad de Food Service en West Contra Costa. Muchas gracias.
Hi, I'm Madhu Kapoor, working in Central Kitchen as a food service worker. I'm working here since 2005 and I'm a stager. My responsibility is to check all the food that is on the deli for delivery, make sure all the fruits, all the salads, and the partial fruits and everything should be there for the school, for the drivers to deliver. And I enjoy my job a lot, and it's very interesting. And I like to do this job. I really love my job. And I also like to say, if you guys, any of you guys interested in working in Central Kitchen, please apply. Come and enjoy. Come and see how we work. And maybe you guys love it. You come and join us. Thank you very much. Love you guys.
Hope to see you soon in food services. And I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Debbie Sellers, Supervisor in Human Resources, and she'll be discussing clerical positions.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Debbie, and I picked up a position on your SubFinder system. I called the 231-1168 for classified jobs.
You did? That's wonderful. What school site did you pick up?
I picked up Madeira, and it seems like it's a typist clerk position.
Oh, wonderful. Do you know the directions on how to get there?
Not really, but I think I can Google it.
I would suggest Googling it and just put in the Madeira school and it'll come up for you in Richmond, California. Okay?
Okay.
And that's wonderful. Make sure when you go there that you have your substitute badge that you were given.
Okay, I think I have one.
Yes,
I
that's
do?
great.
Okay.
It identifies that you're a safe person to come on campus.
Okay, thank you. I forgot to put it on.
Oh, please do. I wear mine daily. Also, when you check in, make sure you check in with the principal at that site. Do you know what time to show up?
No, I don't. I didn't write that down from the SubFinder system.
Most clerical jobs are from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can call the school site and ask what time you should show up if you have the ability to. But if you don't, come about 8 o'clock and check in with your administrator.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've never done this before. What types of things am I expected to do?
Well, the first thing you're going to do as a clerk typist and a substitute, you're going to call the Power School Help Desk so that you can access the system so that you can help families and your administrator at site. That phone number is 510-231-1121.
Thank you.
And you tell them what site you're going to be substituting at and what position you're going to be using. Okay?
Okay.
You'll probably get to do some phone answering, and at that point, you might ask the administrator how they would like you to answer the phone. Something similar to, "Hi, this is Debbie at Madeira Elementary School. I'm a substitute clerk here today. How may I help you?"
Okay.
That also identifies that you aren't permanent, and they may not ask you a bunch of questions you wouldn't know the answer to.
Good idea.
Yeah.
So what happens if a kid comes in that hurt themselves, their arm, or, maybe just scratched themselves and they're bleeding?
So I would ask the administrator at the site what their procedures are for an injury. And if the administrator isn't available, since you have access to Power School, you can call the family, and it's usually identified under contacts of the student, and ask what the parent, what they would like you to do with their student. It's a good idea to contact the family anyhow, just so that they know that their student was injured and that things have been taken care of. Anywhere from a Band-Aid, from a paper cut, or anything like that. Families like to know that you did take care of their student and that you're a caring environment.
Right. So if I'm interested in getting a job like this permanently, how do I apply?
I would love that. Go on edjoin.org. If you go to our district website, we have links to there on the Human Resources tab, and we have job listings such as under the classified area for clerk typist 2s, clerk typist 1s, attendance clerks. Those are positions that are available in our district. We would love to have you join our team.
Oh, thank you. And it seems like such an exciting place to join.
I've been
So-
here for many years, so I'm excited to have you join our team. Thanks, Debbie, for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for answering my questions.
You're
Nice to
welcome.
meet you too.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So next up, we have Charles Johnson and his safety supervision team. Thank you, Debbie, for presenting the classified onboarding.
You're welcome.
My name is Charles Johnson. I'm the Safety Department Supervisor for the West Contra Costa Unified School District.
Yes, my name is Ferris Oliver. I'm the Site Safety Supervisor here at El Cerrito High School.
Robert Sheets Martin. I'm working at El Cerrito High School.
My name is Robert Turner. I'm a CSS4 Rover Specialist.
I'm George Brown, Rover.
Michael Eddinghoff, S4, Panola Valley High School.
Different. Everything is different. You never know what you're going to do. You never know what problems you're going to come into. You just have to be ready to go at each time.
Average day for me is coming here with a positive attitude, knowing that every day is going to be a challenge here. And just coming, trying to make an impact on everybody, the students and the staff.
Long. A lot of questions, very busy, but time goes by pretty quick most of the time.
I love working with students. They need somebody to show them something different than what they are used to seeing. A lot of students are traumatized and have a lot of different situations coming from broken homes, divorce situations, and a lot of them are traumatized behind things that happen from day to day and in the streets and so forth.
I love it. It's challenging. I knew what I was getting into when I signed up for the job and retired from another job to come here.
I love it. I love the students, whatever, and actually it helps a lot since I know a lot of people in the community. I know a lot of their parents, grandfathers, whatever, and it helps me. I just love working with kids, with people.
Students are amazing. They're smarter than they get credit for. And they're smarter than that's the old saying, smarter than the average bear. They pick up everything, and every year the new generation is smarter than the generation beforehand. And they're so smart, and it's such an amazing thing to see their smarts used in the right direction. And I told myself, why not be a part of that and impact them in a positive way? Because I'm a product of this district, I enjoyed being a student in this district, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with this district. It's actually a really, really great district.
Because I was a product from this district. I went to El Cerrito High School. So I met a lot of people, and I've been here ever since. I've been a product of WCCUSD ever since.
I have a lot of friends that work with the district, and who I end up befriending through basketball, my journey. And they convinced me to give this a shot, and it was my calling anyway. I'm from the projects from Chicago to Oakland, so I know the struggle that our kids deal with, and it was for me. This call was for me.
It was close. I went to schools in West Contra Costa. I grew up. I went to Verde School. I went to Downer Junior High, and I graduated from Richmond High, and this is my home.
Had kids come back, find out where I'm at, to come back and tell me, hey, Mr. Cheeks, I appreciate everything you've done for me. I haven't forgotten anything that you've said, and I want to thank you a whole lot, and this is what I'm doing now. That's where I get my satisfaction at, is right there.
Being at Panola Valley High School for over a year now, some students last year were freshmen, they weren't really doing too good in school, were cutting class a lot, and how they've transitioned to this year where I'm noticing they're in class now, and they're actually getting to understand that how important their education is. And that's really, and they always come up to me now and say, thank you for caring. And
Meet with a group of kids and try to help them with the problem that they have amongst each other. After we figured out who was wrong and who was right, then some personal things came out amongst all of them. One felt like that she was ugly. One felt like everybody was talking about her. One felt that she just could not, keep a friend. I cried. We all cried. We just encouraged them, and then they left the room, and everybody felt good.
When you see the kids you've worked with, and they come back and tell you that you've done a great job, or they give out, the school has a day where they give out thank you cards to people, and all of a sudden you got a whole box full of them, and you weren't expecting them to really feel this way. All the students to feel that way about how you were treating them or how you addressed their issues, and them thanking you.
Boy, this is pretty big there.
Build your foundation of relationships with students. You have to build it first time you step on campus. It's very important. Start talking to the students. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, hi, I'm a new CSS. My name is so-and-so, so-and-so. And that's how you build the foundation. And you do that every day. You check in with the same students every day until they feel comfortable with you.
Encourage them and give them the kind of respect that they deserve, because every day when they get up in the morning and come to school, they are there to learn.
Well, you have to come here with a positive attitude, expect the worst, and look for the best, because every day is a new challenge. Every day.
Learn as much as they can, because there's a lot that goes into coverage for a site, school site safety. So a lot of different aspects of the training that's needed. De-escalation is one of the most prominent trainings that we push. Because most situations you go into, you find that there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of anger.
Don't take things personal, and make sure that you be able to talk and be a good listener, and people will understand you.
You're there because you're there to help the staff, the students, and become something bigger than oneself.
The safety department provides weekly group trainings with our safety team in order to achieve the highest level of professionalism when responding to calls. Our campus safety specialist goals are to build trusting relationships with students and staff to maintain healthy and safe environments for everyone.
So next, we're going to transition to our department that deals with substitutes. And we're going to introduce or have a video, from Trinity Cartwright and Monique Sherman.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trinity Cartwright, and I handle classified substitutes here in Human Resources for West Contra Costa Unified School District. And what are the qualifications do you need to be a substitute? So, substitute positions for classified do not require a teaching license. However, some positions do require testing or specific experience. One of the benefits of being a substitute is that you do have the flexibility to choose what days you want to work, depending on what's going on in your life. Being a substitute also allows you to try out different positions to see what is the best fit for you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Monique Sherman, and I'm a substitute here at WCCUSD. I've been a substitute since 2016. When I returned to the workforce after having a baby, I was looking for a job that will provide me with flexibility and opportunity for growth. And that's exactly what I've had here. I've had the opportunity to work in several different positions at different schools and in different capacities around our district. I currently work in HR. I've also worked in the library and other departments. I love being a sub because I can work as much as I want or as little as I want. When it was time for me to come back to work full-time, I was able to convert from my substitute position into a full-time job.
You've now listened to a few of the classified job opportunities and you have found a job you are interested in. The next step is applying through EdJoin. Type in www.edjoin.org/WCCUSD. Click on Login/Register. If you already have an EdJoin account, you click on Login and enter in your username and password. If you do not have an EdJoin account, you will click on Register. Fill out all required information by a red star. Towards the bottom, you will create a username and password. Once you have filled out all required information, you can click Register. You now have an EdJoin profile. We will now search and apply for jobs at WCCUSD. Log into your EdJoin account. Up at the top ribbon, click on Job Search. You will notice 3 search options. You can use any 3, but we suggest you use the Region Search option. Click on Region Search. Under States, click California. Under Region, click Contra Costa. Under Organizations, click West Contra Costa Unified School District. This will take you to your home page where you will see job listings. In the drop-down next to job postings, click on the job type that you are looking for. Teaching and positions that require a teaching degree will click on Certificated. All other positions will be under Classified. From there, you can look at the open classified positions. Click on the job or jobs that you are interested in. You can click on View Job Description, which will take you to a PDF. You can review what the job entails, requirements, and other information pertaining to the job. You can also review requirements and qualifications on the EdJoin page. After review, and when you're ready to apply for the job, click on the red button, Apply. You will start off at the My Info section, where you will fill out your information. Please be sure to let us know if you are a current WCCUSD employee. If you are, then type in your ID number where prompted. Once complete, you will click Next and it will take you to the next section, Employment. Fill out all your employment as prompted. Then you can click Next. That will take you to References. Please be sure to type in and name 3 references. Later, if you receive a conditional letter for the job, Human Resources will contact those 3 references. Click Next. You are now on the Education tab. Fill out your highest level of education as prompted. Click Next, which will now take you to Attachments. There may be a list of items like a resume or cover letter that you need to attach, as indicated in red font. If you need to attach those required items, scroll down until you reach Add a New Attachment. In the drop-down, select the type of attachment you want to add, and then select the attachment from your source file. Once it is uploaded, it is important that you click on the Add Attachment button. If you don't, your attachment will not be added. When you scroll back up to the required items, you should see a check mark indicating that it is now included in your application. Once you have uploaded all required documents, click Next. You are now on the signature page. You can review the authorization and certification. Once you read, you can scroll down and sign in the signature box. If you want to update your profile with the current information that you provided with this application, you can check the box at the bottom. Click on Next. This will take you to the final page. You can review and click Submit. You will see your submitted application under My Applications. Feel free to return to My Applications to get status updates on your application and also withdraw your application if needed. You have now successfully applied to West Contra Costa Unified School District.
So next we will hear from Kristen Boyd. She's our coordinator of teacher residency, and she'll talk to you about the options and supports we have for classified staff who might be interested in promoting to a certificated position.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. So tonight you've heard about several of the different classified positions that are available in WCCUSD. And as all of our colleagues have shared, every single one of these roles is essential for our students' success and their well-being. We would absolutely love for you to join our community, but before you go running to EdJoin, I just need a couple minutes of your time. As Dr. Scott shared, my name is Kristen Loy, and I am our district's coordinator of teacher residency programs. And I'm here to share just a little bit about the opportunities that are available to our classified members who would like to continue to build on their classroom knowledge and experiences and go into teaching in the future. So on the next slide here, we're going to show you how we offer support for our classified community who are interested in going into teaching. We have two programs, the Classified School Employee Teacher Credentialing Grant Program and the Teacher Residency Grant Program. Both of these programs offer financial support and also assistance and support with navigating the process of teacher credentialing. And so there are two different pathways available for our classified members, whether you hold a bachelor's degree already or if you are interested in earning one. We partner with many universities, but the two universities that we partner with for the teacher residency program are Cal State East Bay and Holy Names University. And we have two different pathways, one for becoming a special education teacher and one for general education, whether you're interested in teaching elementary school or secondary at a junior or high school. And so with our teacher residency programs, you are able to apprentice with an experienced mentor teacher for an entire year, and then that prepares you to teach as the teacher of record with your own classroom in the following year. And so while I know you might not be ready to become a teacher now, it can be a multiple year process as you're seeing on this chart below. And so that's why we wanted to share these opportunities with you today. As some of the people that spoke before me said, I'm also a product of this district. So as a student and employee, I've been with WCCUSD for over 30 years. And I can confidently say that one of our strengths is our community and how we really support each other to continue to grow and to learn. And so on the next slide, I'm really honored to share just a few words from both a past and a current resident who are in our teacher residency program, who both started their careers with WCCUSD as classified employees. And so if you want to take a moment to read those, and what you'll see is that something that was in common with both of them and why they wanted to go into teaching was to be able to continue to make that positive impact on our students' lives. That was their inspiration, and I know I have been inspired by hearing all of the different stories from our classified members today. So I really encourage you to apply for a classified position and to join us and see that spark in the difference that you can make in our students' lives, or as Mr. Hawkins shared earlier, that spark and difference that they make in your lives as well. And so I hope to work with you in the future. And if you would like more information, we have our website listed there. And I'm also available to chat and answer questions later on during the networking session. So thank you so much for your time, and I'm going to pass it back to Dr. Scott to share about the current job listings that are available on EdJoin.
Thank you, Kristen. So we have a number of positions open on EdJoin, and just a few are listed here, from Student Support Services Supervisor, Business and Fiscal Services Coordinator, Athletic Coach, Registrar. And so those are just a few, but we have some positions in some departments where we have a number of positions to fill, special education and paraprofessionals 1, 2, and 3, and in food services, and also in custodial support. In those areas, we tend to have a number of vacancies. So if you're interested, please take a look at those positions. So next, we're going to give you an opportunity to give us some feedback and let us know how we did. This information is really important because it helps us to customize our workshops that we have for the public so that we're able to address any other issues that we didn't, and provide the information that you need to move forward. So take a moment and scan the QR code and provide us with that feedback at the end of our session. Thank you.
I wanted to give the trustees, if they would like to have a quick word before we break out, to Trustee Reckler or Trustee Smith-Foes at this time, and acknowledge them.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Scott. Good evening, Dr. Greenwood. I'm sorry my camera's not on. It's after 5 o'clock. I'm not going to turn it on. But I appreciate the workshop. I appreciate hearing all the hard work that everyone does on the classified side. As an English teacher, I really appreciated the skit. I thought that was really, really well done. I love a good skit. I also loved hearing the personal testimonies from our CSSs. So I think it was a job well done. And I hope that it reaches lots of people and we are able to fill the position with these great applicants. Thank you so much for all you both do. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Trustee Reckler. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak. I want to thank everybody for arranging this session. It's wonderful. It was in depth. You guys did a great job. And I hope that everybody on the call will strongly consider applying for a position in the school district. It's a wonderful place to be. The people are wonderful. The students are wonderful. And we welcome your strengths and talents. And I look forward to seeing you on campus. And what a great campus safety team. Love it. Great video. Thank you all so much. Have a great evening.
I'd like to just give you a reminder of our next HR workshop, which will be in December. That workshop will focus on resume building, and we'll provide support for anyone who's interested in making sure they want to update their resumes, or they want to make sure to highlight specific experiences they have so that when we review your resume, it becomes evident. We'll provide that kind of support on our next HR workshop, which is scheduled for December 13th.